Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the R.A. McGee Correctional Training Center. This is the graduation ceremony for the Basic Correctional Juvenile Academy, and graduating today is Academy Class 121. And now, we begin our ceremony. Will you please stand as Sergeant Brunetti prepares the Academy for the presentation of our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the Academy Commander, Captain Joshua Meckley.
Good morning, BCGA Class 121. You guys awake? I'd like to take this opportunity to thank the graduating class for their participation in responding to the state of affairs and the current events which we are facing every single day. It is with regret that I inform you of Steve Eastloss's passing on April 18th of 2021. Steve is survived by his loving daughters, family, and numerous friends and coworkers. Steve began his career with the California Youth Authority in 1990 at Carl Holton as a youth correctional officer. Throughout his 27-year career, Steve promoted to a youth correctional counselor, senior youth correctional counselor, and lieutenant. Steve worked in various units throughout Carl Holton, Chad, Preston, Division of Juvenile Justice Headquarters, and the Northern California Youth Correctional Center until his retirement in 2018. Most recently, DJJ had the pleasure of Steve returning as a retired annuitant to assist with training in our basic juvenile correctional academy. Steve was a respected member of the DJJ family and made a positive impact on all those he worked with. I can say he will truly be missed. Please bow your head and join me in a moment of silence in remembrance of Steve Islas. Thank you. Cadets, you've shown your abilities to take on a difficult, ever-changing situation and handle it with grace. I'm proud to be standing here with you guys today in honor of your hard work and dedication that you've shown over the last 12 weeks. You've demonstrated your commitment, dedication, and overall mental fortitude to be successful. These traits show your ability to adapt and overcome, thus having prepared you for any future challenges or unknowns to be a successful peace officer. Take what you've demonstrated with your overall determination that you have displayed here at the Academy and continue that effort every single day, not only in your professional career, but within your personal life as well. This Academy class is comprised of 35 cadets who are graduating today, adding to our CDCR and DJJ family, and with that, we welcome you with open arms. Through your weeks of training, you received the best training nationwide from the department's finest instructors. These training courses included integrated behavior treatment model, group facilitation, ethics, communication skills, youth programs, stress resiliency, chemical agents, and even though I had a ton of requests for you guys to go through it again, we can't do that. So when your guys' first day begins, just remember everything that you've learned and don't be afraid to ask questions. Just because you are graduating and becoming sworn peace officers today doesn't mean the learning experience is over. This morning, we are joined by dignitaries who took time away from work to share this day with you and show their support. Please join me in welcoming our dignitaries. Dr. Heather Bowles, Director, Division of Juvenile Justice. Anne Marie Del Manayo, Deputy Director, Posed. Dr. Jonathan Yip, Associate Director, Mental Health and Treatment Service. Linda Bridges, Superintendent, NCYCC. David Rossi, Youth Authority Administrator, OH Close. Kevin Cernelia, Program Administrator, IBTM and Training. We have a special guest, Mary Moppins, Retired Warden, California Correctional Women's Facility. And Dana Boggs, Special Programs Lieutenant here at the CTC. Now it's my honor to introduce our keynote speaker, Dr. Heather Bowles, Director for the California Department of Corrections and Rehabilitation, Division of Juvenile Justice, to address the graduates, and I will read her bio. Dr. Heather Bowles is the Director of the California Department of Corrections and Rehabilitation, Division of Juvenile Justice. Dr. Bowles has a long-term relationship with DJJ that began in 1999. Dr. Bowles worked as a practicum student and psychology intern at the Northern California Youth Correctional Center as she pursued her doctorate in psychology. She was also employed as a full-time psychologist at OH Close Youth Correctional Facility while obtaining her license as a psychologist. During her 22-year career with DJJ, Dr. Bowles has also held the positions of coordinator of the Sexual Behavior Treatment Program, Associate Director of Mental Health, and Deputy Director. Dr. Bowles specializes in the treatment of adolescents who have engaged in sexually abusive behavior, and her career trajectory has taken her to national prominence in the treatment of juvenile sexual offenders. Dr. Bowles is the recipient of the 2014 Christine M. West Award in recognition of significant contributions made to the field of forensic mental health by the Forensic Mental Health Association of California. She graduated with a doctorate degree in forensic psychology from the California School of Professional Psychology. Please join me in welcome Dr. Heather Boltz.
Good morning. On behalf of the Department of Corrections and Rehabilitation, the Division of Juvenile Justice, and Secretary Kathy Allison, I would like to welcome you to the graduation of the Basic Correctional Juvenile Academy. In honor of our graduating class, I would like to also thank our dignitaries and give a special acknowledgement to the families who weren't able to join us today, but hopefully by afar. We wish we could have all celebrated together, but I'm glad we're able to participate in this moment. It's important to take time to celebrate moments like this, to step back and acknowledge the achievements you have made. These are extraordinary times, not only in the world, but especially in DJJ. We are embarking on an important and challenging period. There is more work to do before our journey as a division ends. In fact, we need individuals like you now more than ever. Today is a proud day for each and every one of you, and I am sure that each of you have a unique story and journey that led you to choosing this path. In fact, I'd like you to take a few seconds and think about the individuals who supported you on your journey, both in these past 16 weeks and everything that led up to you filling out that application that brought you here. I imagine there are some that stand out more than others, some that impacted you in a way they might not even know. But that doesn't make it any less powerful in shaping you or your future. Can you see their faces? I'd ask you to hold on to that memory just for a moment more as I continue. I'd ask that because as I reflected on what I wanted to say today, it reminded me of my own journey and those that shaped me. Starting off my career as an intern, as you heard, you can really say for all intents and purposes, I really grew up in DJJ. This was my first practicum placement in a graduate school, and in truth, I never intended this on being my lifelong career. Looking back, I'm grateful that it did, because here I found my life's passion. I found a family of coworkers. It's rare that you have an opportunity to make an impact on someone's future. We have that opportunity at DJJ, from the youth we interact with, to their families, to the communities around us. What we do every day matters. Even in these uncertain times, that is more certain than ever. So I'll say again, the work we do matters and will continue to matter until the last youth leaves. And I'm not gonna lie, it's not always gonna be easy. We are tasked with working with the highest risk and highest needs youth in the state of California. They will challenge you. And some days, it will feel as though the losses outnumber the wins. However, each day, you have a chance to plant a seed of change, to give our youth the strength or needed push to learn and grow. Sometimes you will get to see the fruit of that seed, which is amazing to watch. It was one of my most absolute favorite things and kept me going. Sometimes you will never know whether it grew. But regardless, the power of that seed will never diminish. We know this because when youth leave our system and we ask what helped them, what turned their lives around and shaped their future to make them successful, they often respond the same. It was a staff member that believed in them. Now I want you to think back to those individuals that you thought about a few minutes ago, the ones that helped shape you, that led you to this very important moment. That is who you have the chance to be for the youth in our care. That is the history you have a chance to be a part of at DJJ. The lessons that our youth learn will be passed on to their children, who will pass it on to theirs. That is the power we have to impact the communities around us. That is how each of you help change the world. How many individuals can say that about their jobs? Each of you are vital members of this organization, and we look to you to help take us on with the tasks that we have ahead. You've already proven that you have the strength to do this by exhibiting the ability to work together as a team, completing difficult tasks, and dealing with adversity. You are a proud company, and you're entering a proud career. Hold your heads high. You've done an outstanding job, and now you have an opportunity to do amazing work. Today is a day to celebrate. Congratulations to you all.
In order for our mission to be successful here at the CTC, it requires hard work from our entire team. I'd like to thank staff from the Correctional Training Center and the Stockton Training Center, especially our culinary staff, our janitorial staff, support staff, plant operations, budgets, the warehouse, personnel, information technology, and everyone's favorite, the canteen. Additionally, I'd like to thank Special Program Sergeant Rachel Brunetti for her dedication and hard work to this graduating class of cadets. I'd like to give a special thanks to the company commanders of Class 121J who played such a crucial role here, especially during these trying times. For Cheyenne Company, Sergeant Capalla, and Lima Company, Sergeant Thorntona. I'd like to thank Lieutenant Boggs and Lieutenant Rozwadowski for their outstanding leadership to Class 121J. Also, a special thank you to the entire DJJ training team, Program Administrator Kevin Cernelia, Senior Youth Correctional Counselor Chauncey Saffold, Parole Agent 3 Rochelle Gutierrez O'Donnell, and all of the CTC and DJJ instructors who assisted with the success of this BCGA class. I'd like to thank the Office of Peace Officer Selection and the Commission on Peace Officer Standards and Training. I'd also like to thank my chain of command for the overall support to continue with training during this catastrophic time and having the complete confidence in the graduating class, instructors, and every CDCR employee who helped and assist with this historic event. I want you guys to take a few things with you when you graduate. Always remember to be strong, be consistent, fair, be a good partner, on and off duty. We talked about that the other day. Stay safe, set goals, set high standards, find that balance, that work-life balance. Stay humble, always do the right thing, make a difference, and be the difference. So before we get started in the home stretch of our ceremony, I want to share some inspirational quotes with you guys from my favorite athlete of all time. Kobe Bryant stated, "Everything negative, pressure, challenges, it's all an opportunity for me to rise." Throughout your guys' career, there's going to be pressure and there's going to be challenges. Instead of succumbing to the pressure and the challenges, use them as an opportunity to rise above it. We've had numerous talks about not giving in to negativity, but taking every negative moment and turning it into a positive. Kobe Bryant also stated, "The most important thing is to try and inspire people so they can be great in whatever they want to do." This should be a quote that you guys live by. Take every opportunity in life to inspire those around you. Whether it be at home, with your families, or at work, inspire everyone. When you learn to inspire those around you, you will start to see the effect that it truly has. Always surround yourself with positivity. At this time, I would like to invite the company commanders up to recognize the graduating cadets today.
All right, so from Cheyenne Company, Peace officers, Noemi Aroto. Melissa Arazate. Anthony Azevedo. Linda Valderrama. Alfonso Burks. Gabriela Del Toro. Garrett Dwell. Omar Edwards. Jaime Gutierrez. Jesse Herrera. Brian Horvath. Tessa Jones. Christopher Junker. Jonathan Leon. Trey Liebert. Andre Lindsay. Jerica Lindsay. Corey Lowe. Danielle Lopez. Dominique Lopez.
All right, from Lima Company, peace officers, Gabriel Macalino, Arturo Mojica, Luis Moreno, Dale Natividad, Mason Parham, Christian Prieto, Mallory Robles, Azan Sandhu, John Salvang, Aaron Silva, Joseph Torres, Constantino Valencia, David Villadelgado, Seth Maya, and Jeffrey Mills.
You guys ready? Are you ready? Much better. Sergeant Brunetti, prepare the cadets for the reading of the Code of Ethics and the administering of the oath.
As a law enforcement officer, my fundamental duty is to serve the community, to safeguard lives and property, to protect the innocent against deception, the weak against oppression or intimidation, and the peaceful against violence or disorder, and to respect the constitutional rights of all people to liberty, equality, and justice. I will keep my public and private life unsullied as an example to all, and will behave in a manner that does not bring discredit to me or my agency. I will maintain courageous calm in the face of danger, scorn, or ridicule, develop self-restraint, and be constantly mindful of the welfare of others. Honest in thought and deed in both my personal and official life. I will be exemplary in obeying the law and the regulations of my department. I will never act officiously or permit personal feelings, prejudices, political beliefs, aspirations, animosities, organizational associations, or friendships to influence my decisions. With no compromise for crime and with relentless prosecution of criminals, I will enforce the law courteously and appropriately, without fear or favor, malice or ill will, never employing unnecessary force or violence, and never accepting gratuities. Confidential information received in my official capacity shall remain undisclosed unless disclosure is necessary in the performance of my duty. I will never engage in acts of corruption, bribery, insubordination, or the obstruction of justice, nor will I condone such acts by other peace officers. I will immediately report acts of misconduct by staff of my agency and cooperate with all legally authorized agencies and their representatives in the pursuit of justice. I know that I alone am responsible for my own standard of professional performance and will take every reasonable opportunity to enhance and improve my level of knowledge and competence.
Raise your right hand and repeat after me. I state your name. Recognize the badge of my office as a symbol of public faith, and I accept it as a public trust to be held so long as I am serving as a law enforcement officer. I will constantly strive to achieve these objectives and ideals included in the Law Enforcement Code of Ethics, dedicating myself before all present to my chosen profession, law enforcement. Congratulations, guys. Welcome to the family. I'd like to thank our keynote speaker, Dr. Heather Bolds, and everyone in attendance today for their support. For the last time, Sergeant Brunetti, prepare the correctional peace officers for dismissal.